Hello dear viewers, welcome to the series of machine learning concepts. This video deals with difference between the traditional programming and machine learning. Machine learning is a field of study that gives computers the ability to learn without being explicitly programmed. In traditional programming, whenever we want to solve a problem, first we write an algorithm. Secondly, we develop the code, that is, implement that algorithm with a suitable programming language. In this programming, we also provide input at the time of execution. Finally, based on the input and the steps of algorithm, the computation takes place and produce the final result. In machine learning, based on the problem to be solved, we pick an machine learning algorithm and implement it. A very different thing here is, along with the input parameters, we also provide the output to the algorithm. Finally, in the end, it produces a program, a logic, or a classifier. For better understanding, let us see an example. Whenever a student is preparing for an examination, he goes through the entire subject. Later, he prepares, like, for every possible question, what is the answer. Likewise, he sees number of questions and direct what are the answers to those questions. Later, when he enters the examination hall and gets his question paper, he sees that some questions are directly asked, for which he gives answers immediately, for which he have already prepared, and so on. Here, we need to understand the concept of data set in more detail, which I shall be dealing in my forthcoming videos. As in the diagram, the first step shows to solve a problem, we need to have an algorithm and we need to develop that particular algorithm. Second step, we need to implement that algorithm using some suitable and convenient programming language. Third step, we need to provide input parameters to the implemented program for getting the final result. Similarly, in machine learning programming, first step, the data is not just few figures or few values, but the data is huge, and that data is spread over many and various data bases which have to be collected in one place, for which we also term as data set. In step 2, the whole data set is split into two parts, that is training data set and test data set. And here we provide only the training data set to the machine learning algorithm. And after execution, we come up with machine learning model, what we also called as a machine learning classifier. In step 3, we provide input parameters, and that input parameters is nothing but the test set data set part. We provide to the classifier and receive and gets the result. Here, the result is not a normal result, but the predicted value. And this predicted value is tested with the original value, and we try to compare what is the error rate. If the error rate is minimum, that means the algorithm is acceptable and can be used further. I understand there are so many concepts which has to be elaborated further, which I shall be doing in my forthcoming videos. Thank you for watching this precise and short introductory video on machine learning. Thank you once again.